Alright, good afternoon class, I'm Specialist Bueno. Today we're going to be going over determine a grid square coordinate of a point using a military map. The task, you guys are going to go ahead and determine a grid square point of a military map. The conditions, I'm going to give you a 1 over 50,000 meter map along with a 1 over 50,000 meters protractor, a pencil, and a paper. So if you look down to this map, we can tell it's a 1 over 50,000 meter square map is this right up here, or you can find it at the scale right down here. So that being said, now I want to determine the point on the map. So before I get to the big part, I'm going to go and show you an example. I want to find point 145. The way I can do that is to get that 4-digit, I'm going to read left to right and up. So if I'm reading left to right, it's my the line prior to that and where it intersects with the line going up, that top right corner is the grid square that we're going to be working out of. So in this case, I'm going to read this as 1282. To write that out, if it's below the zero line, it is EG. If it's above the zero line, it is EH for the 100,000 grid square identifier. So an example is this is below the zero mark. So I'm going to write this out as EG 1282. Notice how I left the part there blank because that's how I'm going to go ahead and get my 6-digit grid square coordinate. So to determine the grid square, that 6-digit grid square coordinate, we're going to use the protractor. You're going to look for the triangle with the 150 over 50,000 meter part. What I'm going to do is where those two numbers intersected, the 1, 2, and the 8, 2, is where I'm going to put my 0 to 0 line. And I'm just going to drag this protractor all the way to the right until it's dead center on the point. So to read this, it is below the point between 8 and 9 and 8. So for this one, and then if you notice down here, it is at the halfway mark of the between 8 and 9. So the way I'm going to read this, left to right, is going to be 1, 2. Because it's at the halfway mark, I'm going to round down. If it's below the halfway mark, if it's above the halfway mark, I'm going to round up. If it's below the halfway mark, I'm going to round down. So in this case, it's going to be 1, 2, 9, 8, 2. Again, between the halfway mark and 8. So I'm going to round down. So it'll be 1, 2, or 8, 2, 8. So now my 6-digit is EG 129828. Is there any questions?
No questions at this time.
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and provide you with 2 other points on this map, and you're going to go ahead and determine the 4-digit first and then the 6-digit along with the 100,000 grid square identifier. So I want you to go ahead and find me this point right over here.
Are you asking about the water tower?
Yes, that point over there where the water tower is at.
Alright, so when I do this, since it's below the zeros, it's going to be an EG. And you want the 6 points as well, right? But first you want the 4.
Yes.
So, if I follow your guidance, you said read from left to right, and then up. And I always got to hit the line prior to. So if I'm going left to right, the line before the water tower is 9. So my first 2 numbers will be 0, 9. Now if I'm going up, the first 2 numbers that I hit is 82. So that'll be numbers 4 and 5. So 82. So there is my 4 digits for this water tower. 0982.
Okay, and what is the 100,000 grid square identifier?
100,000 grid square identifier.
Remember, the 100,000 grid square identifier is located at the very bottom of the map.
It is EG because it is below the zeros.
Okay.
So now to find my third and sixth numbers or grid numbers, I will take my grid scale, go to the connecting lines, which is 0982. So 0982, they meet up right here in this point. I will then align my grid scale on the dead zeros right here, and then move it over until I am dead center on that water point right there. So now I will then take the numbers, and if I go left to right, it is in between the 6 and 7 dead center, so I will round up to the 7. So 097. Now if I am going up, again it is between 6 and 7, so it's in the middle, so I'm going to round up to 7. So 097827 is your 6-digit grid coordinates. So EG 097827.
All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you another point. I want you to go ahead and find this point.
That speck right there.
Yes.
So once again, if I'm following your guidance, first I go left and up, left to right. So prior to, it is 01. Since below the 0 and up here, it is below zeros, it's going to be an EG number as well. So it'll be EG. Then I will hash out my 6 numbers. EG. The number prior to is the first one, which is 01. So it's EG 01. Then I go up. Prior to that spec, it is 81. Alright. So the 4 grid is 0181. But if I'm going to find even more depth numbers, my number 3 and 6, I will go to where these points meet. And I will then slide my grid scale over till it is dead on the dot. Once again, it is between 6 and 7, so I'm going to round up to 7. Put my 7, 017, 81, and going up to the dot is right on the 2. So grid square coordinates are EG 017, 812.
All right, awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you the performance. I'm going to go ahead and point out 3 parts or 3 points, and you're going to go ahead and tell me what they are. So, first point. I want you to go ahead and find this one for me.
The pits. Alright, since I already know it is below 0, it is going to be EG. Then I will have my 6 numbers, 6 spaces for my 6 numbers. So if I am locating this pit, I'm going left to right. It is 82. So left to right, nope. Left to right, it is 15. So it is 15. Going up is 82. Now I'll take my grid scale, line them up. And I want to be dead center of that pit, as your guidance is stated. So I am 15, EG 158, 82. Going up. We're in the middle, so it's 2. 8, 2, 2. So EG 158822 for this pit right here.
All right. I want you to go ahead and find this right over here, the TV tower.
TV relay circled. Yes, sir. So once again, I know it is below the 0 mark, so that right there indicates that it's going to be an EG number. Then I will then hash out my coordinates. And where did it go?
It's right over here.
TV relay tower. Alright, so since the relay tower is right here, I'm going to go to a line prior to. Left to right, that puts me at 12. Going up puts me at 87. Now I take my coordinate scale to where the 2 points meet. Next, I will slide it over till I am dead center. And since it's, once again, it's between 5 and 6, but closer to the 6, it is going to be 1, 2, 6, 8, 7. Going up to the tower, 7 between 7 and 8, but below the halfway mark, so it's going to be a 7. So EG 1, 2, 6, 8, 7, 7.
That is correct. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you another one more point, and if you pass this, you have passed this part of the class. I want you to go ahead and locate this pit.
Alright, the location of that pit, since once again I notice it is above 0, 0, it is going to be an EH number. So I'll write out EH, and then I'll get my 6 points ready. Now left to right puts me at 10. So EH 1, 0. Going up puts me at a 3. 0, 3. There's the 4-point grid square coordinates. Next, I will then take my coordinate scale, put it where those 2 points meet. Now my new numbers are EH10. It's at the halfway mark, so it's 7. 107, 03. It's at the halfway mark, so 1, 0, 3, 1. EH107031.
That is correct. All right. So in summary, we just went over how to find a point, or how to find a 4-digit and a 6-digit grid square coordinates of a point while properly using the 100,000 meter grid square identifier. Is there any questions?
No questions at this time.
All right. So so as far as standards go, you did pass. This soldier did get a T. Now we're going to go ahead and move into our AAR. So what happened?
What happened was you gave an instructional class on grid square coordinates and how to pull.
All right. So what did happen?
You gave proper instruction, and I learned the material, and that's exactly what happened.
All right. So, is there anything good that came out of this class? Anything for you to take away?
Well, a takeaway for me is, as I am a soldier in an aviation unit, we don't really do any land navigation. So, with that being said, I properly can say that I learned how to use land navigation and plotting points.
All right. Is there anything that I can improve on?
I have no improves for you at this time.
All right. Any sustainments? Anything I can do to better this class?
Sustainments or improves? No improves. I love it. Sustainments. I enjoy that you have all the materials. You're properly ready. You were knowledgeable in the topic given. So that is perfect.
All right. Well, once again, this class was unclassified. If there's no other questions, this concludes my presentation.